Hey there, human anatomy and physiology students. I'm going to use this video to walk you through a simple simulation you can do at home to look at concussions and how our skull and cerebral spinal fluid protect our brain. For this activity, you're just going to need some kind of container. I think a glass jar or a piece of Tupperware work best, though honestly if you don't have anything like that, you could even use something like a mug that you can see from above. Doesn't really matter. It is best to have lids for these though, so have a lid for your jar or for your Tupperware, or just get something to cover the top of the lid with because water might be splashing. You are going to need water, and you're going to need one just regular old egg from the store. Okay, here's what we're going to do. You're going to take the egg, very carefully insert it into your container. It's good to do that slowly. We're going to act like the egg is your brain, okay? And therefore this glass jar is your skull, the bone surrounding it and protecting it. It's obviously not just your brain inside your skull. There is fluid that bathes the brain. It's called cerebral spinal fluid. It plays a variety of important roles, but one of them is protection. And so this is now a simulation of your brain bathed in cerebral spinal fluid inside your skull. And one thing that cerebral spinal fluid helps prevent is too much injury to the brain from sudden impacts. And so, first of all, you can notice just from motion, right? Even moving the jar around, I could have maybe potentially broken the egg if it wasn't suspended in fluid. But now, it's not so bad. Now, we're going to imitate what would happen if you received a concussion. Concussions are usually from a blow to the head, so you can go ahead and hit your jar and hit it as hard as you want, just keeping it flat. Now, obviously you can see the egg is moving around, but has been relatively protected by the water. It's kind of cool, you can see it magnified. And I don't see any cracks. Sometimes you might get a crack or two in the egg, but the egg will not have broken open. So that is how one way that your cerebral spinal fluid helps protect your brain. Obviously then, though, seeing the egg impact the side of the glass, that is what causes a concussion, right? It is not good for the brain to experience that, even though cerebral spinal fluid does help. But just to really show you the dramatic effect, in the last part of your video, so when you make a video, I would like you to just show your egg in water container, just show yourself impacting it a few times with water. But then I'd like you to drain the water and do the same thing with just the egg inside and see what happens.